If you're watching this, we don't have time anymore. We do not have time anymore. Literally yesterday, September 15, 2020, a Bible prophecy came true. The Abraham Accord, a peace and safety deal between Israel and the United Arab Emirates, was signed at the White House yesterday. And the Bible clearly says, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them as a pregnant woman with child. Yo, we can't be backsliding right now or being lukewarm right now. We need to be with Jesus 100% 24/7. We can't just be with him one day and then the next day we work for Satan. That doesn't work like that. We need to be with Jesus or not with Jesus. I think there's a verse that says, choose today who you will serve. Choose, because you can't just choose Jesus today and then not choose him the next day. The tribulation's about to start, y'all. I don't know if it's this year or next year. I don't know, but I really think that the church is not gonna be here in 2022. Like, I honestly would be so surprised if 2022 came along and the church was still here. I'd be really surprised. Not saying it's gonna happen this year or next year. I'm just saying, like, I feel it's close, and I would be really surprised if it didn't. And the way prophecy is coming true so fast, and how things are turning out this year, y'all, we're so close. And Jesus is warning us over and over again with all the signs and all, that's going on this year, that he's coming. We need to get ready. We need to get ready. We need to get our spiritual houses in order. We need to get our hearts ready. Ask Jesus to show you if there's anything in your heart that's, that you need to get rid of, or if there's anything that, whatever, if you have an addiction or something, I will be praying for you. But please, we need to be with Jesus now more than ever. We can't let Satan win our souls. We can't let him, talk our souls into doing things for him in these last days. We need to be with Jesus at all times. And this peace deal was, honestly, I know there's a lot that happened this year, but this was probably the biggest event, in my opinion, that happened this year. And I know for some people who are not non-believers, it's just, a paper being signed. But this is Bible prophecy, y'all. This is the biggest event that's happened this year, at least for me. That's the big that's the biggest event. So, y'all, we don't have time. Repent. Our King is coming. Today, I know in my last video I talked about how I went out with my mom and my car stopped. Well, it happened again today, but I prayed before I left that if there's anything that happened, that it be in God's will, and I trust God in his will. And if it was in his will that the car stopped today and we had to leave it at the place, if that was in his will, and he was working through something, he was doing something, or some kind of coincidence to happen that day for someone to come to him, you know what I mean? Like, coincidences happen all the time, and that's just God's way of working, is through coincidences. So if that was in his will for that to happen, then I'm not discouraged, because I pray that whatever happened in his will. So when you wake up, you should add that to your prayer in the morning. Like, say that if anything happens today, that it be in God's will and not of the will of the enemy. So that whatever happens that day, just trust God and he's got you. Do not lose faith, do not lose hope, or redemption draw nigh. God bless you.